as Gweru City Council, we benefited very much from Zimbabwe Christian Alliance programs. What we have witnessed is a clear new trajectory that was actually brought about by the coming in of Zimbabwe Christian Alliance in Gweru. What the Zimbabwe Christian Alliance managed to do was actually to make sure that the council attend to problems that the residents have, especially on issues that council is supposed to provide services. For example, issues to do with water provision. The Zimbabwe Christian Alliance brought about an urgency to attend to water best within our local authorities. We would actually have people, because Zimbabwe Christian Alliance have got people dotted around our city, which those people will then raise an alarm to Gweru City Council to say we have got this challenge in our ward. Then Zimbabwe Gweru City Council will then quickly attend to those issues raised. And then secondly, on engagement, on budget preparation as a city council, we could actually see that people are now eager to come and attend to our budget because they've been educated about budget formulation, about budget tracking, and so forth. So people are so inquisitive to know and also hold council accountable on any budgetary line they would have actually maybe have done together with the resident. Then secondly, through Zimbabwe Christian Alliance's lobby and advocacy on issues to do with the sewer blockages within our city, council then ended up attending to some of the perennial blockages that had gone for years, maybe without being attended to. For example, we've got Ward 14, where it was actually known that it has become a name, say, perma drainage, but now it's now a thing of the past. People are actually living there happily because Zimbabwe Christian Alliance was able to engage and lobby for those areas to be attended to. Then thirdly, we had also programs lined up which we then used through Zimbabwe Christian Alliance to sensitize our communities through a radio platforms. That is, Zimbabwe Christian Alliance was actually also a participant, where would we have different stakeholders. For example, Gweru City Council and also the Zinwa people, they will come together and then each one is spelling out the role they play, especially on water provision. Because there was this misunderstanding that maybe a resident was thinking that Gweru City Council is the one that owes dams. But then because of Zinwa, then came aboard and also tried to clear and explain to the people that the dams, they don't belong to City Council, the dam belongs to Zinwa. City Council then is just street water that is provided by Zinwa, and then conveyed to our residents there. So in that essence, that managed to clear who is then supposed to take this responsibility in the minds of the people, because in the minds of the people they were just thinking that it's the responsibility of council. So because people would always say, council, why are you not desilting your dams? Then we say, no, the dams are not belonging to us, they belong to Zinwa. So that jig puzzle was managed also to be solved by the coming in of Zimbabwe Christian Alliance. Then the fourth one, I wanted to say now, because of training programs that Zimbabwe Christian Alliance did is doing in our various wards here in Gweru, we can actually see that we have got meaningful engagement that we are actually having with our residents. People are able to articulate issues and put across issues to council to attend to. Unlike in the previous, you would actually call for people maybe for any engagement meeting. You would see people are not able maybe to articulate issues. But now currently, really, we appreciate the presence and the work that is being done by Zimbabwe Christian Alliance within our...
I'm the Principal Administrative Officer, or what you know as the Assistant DA or Assistant DDC. Also being the chairman of the Gweru Local Peace Committee. We appreciate the role being played by Zimbabwe Christian Alliance, both in terms of the COVID response and of course the other issues to do with the local peace initiatives. We can say from the onset we have benefited as a district in terms of COVID interventions. We benefited from our quarantine center in Senga and also our IDH, that's the isolation center. We received some donations there which were quite timely and quite helpful in terms of the intervention, because sometimes we find it difficult to source resources to fund such initiatives. Also in terms of the local peace committees, we are benefiting quite a lot. Also for the first time we've managed to put different players together, including traditional leaders, the political leadership, and the community to discuss issues that are threatening peaceful coexistence of communities. So I want to appreciate generally the initiatives, and we are still going on. We are not yet there, as you understand that in conflict management, you don't end a conflict, but you manage. So we are trying to manage, we are trying to mitigate some of those conflicts. And some of these conflicts here, you find out we have the issue of mining disputes, we have especially these days, there are a lot of murder cases in Lower Gweru. We have a lot of issues, the issues of Kukura in Lower Gweru, all those issues. But we are trying to put together different players on the table, so that we negotiate, people talk, discuss issues. And remember, one of the major causes of conflict is lack of openness and suspicion among different players. So what we are doing is, through the assistance of Zimbabwe Christian Alliance, is to try to bring together different conflicting parties together, so that they sit down, we discuss, and they find each other. In general, that's what we are doing, but we would like to actually express our sincere gratitude to the organization and its leadership for the support they are giving us. Because sometimes we always say that other non-state actors, they are there to complement government efforts. They are not there to compete with the government. So we really appreciate the role they are playing as partners in the area of peace and conflict management.